Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio Network.
Well, it's nice to be back in our home court from Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, that's right. God, time flies so quickly.
Yeah, that was just a week ago, huh?
Yeah, it was, last week.
1 week we're in Vegas, back in Kanab, Utah. It's, 3.5 hours away. Not really a big road trip for us. We hope you enjoyed our new pet product special last week. This week, from HGTV, Clive Pearse is joining us.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the ladies around the office are very excited about this interview. You know, I could say Antonio Banderas is on the phone. They'd say, oh, no, we're waiting for Clive Pearse.
So what's your point?
That's how that works. In the news, there's a deadbeat dad, a new deadbeat dad, and his name is Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
The same Michael Jackson that you could go anywhere in the world and they would know who this American pop star is.
Oh, anywhere. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't know who he is.
He had a whole zoo. And the deal is, he's disbanding the zoo, which, I'm fine with that. But he's not really helping out. We go to our dear friend, Tippi Hedren, actress. She was in The Birds. She's in all kinds of TV now.
Yeah.
And her daughter, Melanie Griffith. And Antonio Banderas.
And there you go. There's the connection.
It's the 6 degrees of separation, I tell you. Is she online, too?
Yes, she is.
Hi, Tippi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing just very well, and how are you doing?
Very good. Our friend Tippi Hedren joining us, no stranger to Animal Radio. Listen, I see that you're in the news again. I had to get you on the phone. I actually ran into somebody who was telling me about this. Michael Jackson, he's closing his Neverland Valley Ranch in, Los Olivos, California?
Yes, he is.
Well, obviously that means getting the animals to wherever they need to go. And there's a couple of tigers, and you've taken them.
Yes, we took in the very beautiful Thriller and her handsome tiger, Sabu.
How old are they?
They're between 6 and 7.
Has he had them since they were babies?
Yes, he has.
Wow. Yes. So what did you think? Michael Jackson calls up and says, will you take these?
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
My fiancé, Dr. Martin Dennis, who is a zoological veterinarian.
Wait. Your fiancé? You never told me about this.
Well, it's a very long engagement.
Wow, okay. So go on.
Yeah, Dr. Dennis was the first veterinarian that I took my first little lion to in 1970 or 71.
Boy, that is a long engagement.
It is a long engagement, yeah. Anyway, Dr. Dennis is Michael's veterinarian and always has been. Uh-huh. And he was asked to disperse the animals to the best homes that he could find. And that's what he's doing. And the first the first tigers came to us. And they were the only big cats that Michael had.
Well, now this must be great because here's a multi-billionaire guy who's sold the most records in the world, who's just...
Yes.
He must have given you a big endowment, huh?
Well, no, he didn't. But none of the animals come to us with any money.
Wait.
None of them do.
Yes, but this is the guy who has the cash.
Well, I don't know what his financial situation is. I don't know that.
Does that seem strange to you, Tippi?
No, this is common. This is common for people who acquire these animals, and then life changes. Things in your life change, and then you have to find, other ways to handle things. And this is legion for people who acquire these animals. It's a constant, and it's tragic because it's very, it shouldn't be happening. These animals, first of all, shouldn't be born in captivity to be sold as pets. Number one. And it's the breeders. You have to go back to the breeders, and that's where the problem lies.
What is the lifespan of these animals? Do people normally, when they get them as young animals, do they keep them throughout their lifetime?
Yeah, Judy, I think they don't even look into it.
Wow.
I think they don't realize that little 8-week-old cub who weighs about 1.5 to 2 pounds when they're born. By the time it's a year, it's 125 pounds.
Wow.
And they grow like balloons. I mean, like you're blowing up a balloon. And all of a sudden, you've got this huge cat who is, has totally the capabilities of hurting you very badly or even killing you. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what makes a pet out of that kind of an animal.
Where did Michael get these animals from?
Well, you can get whatever you want if you have enough money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's what I don't understand. He has enough money. Shouldn't he be helping you out?
Well, that would be wonderful. I mean, I certainly wouldn't turn that down. That would be a wonderful thing if he at some point does decide to financially help us.
I don't know how he can turn his back on all these animals that he's had and just walk away.
Well, I wouldn't. I certainly can't answer that.
That makes me very angry. But I guess you have two new friends there, Sabu and Thriller. Do you have the accommodations, or are you going to have to build extra accommodations?
We did have to build another compound.
Yeah.
And they're anywhere, depending on how large they are, they can be $70,000, and we don't build small compounds for them because we want to give them as good a life as we possibly can. They didn't ask to be born here. They should be out in the wild. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing really that we can give a wild animal that they need in captivity. Nothing, except maybe medical care. We can't give them the riverine area for them to live out their lives and have their cubs and hunt for their mate and hunt for their food and guard their territories and do what they should be doing. Mm-hmm. We can't give a lion a savanna to have his and her families, their pride, and guard their territories and fight for their lives. This is what they should be doing.
Will these two tigers be housed together?
Oh, they are. They are together.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yes.
And they're male and female?
Male and female. Yeah. Thriller is the female, and they're very beautiful.
Have they been altered, or
of course.
Babies?
Yeah. At the Shambhala Preserve, we do not. None of the animals breed. They're all either spayed or neutered.
I guess who picks up the bill for this?
People who support the Shambhala Preserve and what we stand for.
Can we adopt one of these?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay.
You leave it with us, though.
Yes. I'll let you go ahead and because you have all that meat there. They eat a lot of meat, don't they?
Yes, they do. And we're serving natural balance. The zoological diet.
That's our friend Dick Van Patten's company.
Yes.
And Dr. Dennis has designed or created all of these wonderful foods for the exotic feline, for bears, for reptiles, for primates, all these different animals. And it's a perfectly balanced diet, and then so we don't have to add all the vitamins and minerals, and because they're all in the food. And we serve about 600 pounds a day.
So that takes a little bit of money if you want to help out Shambhala.
You know something? It's just huge, and we get absolutely no money from the government. And yet they're the ones who ask us to take these animals many of the situations that the animals come to us. California Fish and Game and other state fish and game departments ask us to take the animals. The Department of Agriculture, the SPCA's, the Humane Societies, and private citizens found themselves in a situation of, I've got this cute little cub, and all of a sudden I can't handle it. Mm-hmm. So it's all based on private donation, including my own, and I've never taken any money. When we were doing our movie, Roar, take any salary because it was more important that it go back into the movie. And I never took any money and have never taken any money as president of the Roar Foundation or as director of the preserve.
That's why we love you so much, Tippi.
And 10 years ago, I gave all of the money, all of the land to the Roar Foundation so the animals will always be safe, no matter what happens to me.
So what kind of numbers do you have there? How many more now do you have with these two? What is your total of animals there?
71.
Wow.
That's a lot of animals.
Yeah.
The website, Shambhala.org, of course. Remember everything you've heard today on Animal Radio. You can get a web URL at animalradio.com. Do you know what other animals Michael Jackson abandoned, Tippi?
There are a giraffe, elephant. The elephant has been taken care of. The giraffes are going to a place in Arizona. The reptiles I'm not sure about. I don't know.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they'll probably go to the herpetologist who took care of them. You know, I think, but that isn't my job. I don't know.
Well, thank you for taking Sabu and Thriller. That's awesome.
Yeah, listen. Would you please ask everybody to get onto our website? I'm working on a bill in Washington to try to get the breeders stopped from breeding these animals, and it can only be done through a bill. It can only be done through the government. And
all the details at your website at Shambhala.org.
Well, they will be.
Okay.
In fact, I'm right now doing the finishing touches on the bill and tweaking it to a point where, because once it goes to the congressmen and the senators, they do a markup and change it. So I'm trying to make it as stringent as possible.
I know you will.
I'm trying real hard. We got that bill passed in 2003 called the Captive Wildlife Safety Act, which just stops the animals from going, these big cats, being moved across state lines.
Wow.
Which stops the breeding a little bit, the breeders, and it stops the auctions and the canned hunts as well. Mm-hmm. So it's... I'm on a mission, though.
You are. You're doing great work. And if you want to help Tippi out, go to the website and learn more. And, of course, a donation would be very, very helpful. I thought I just saw you on TV again. You can't possibly have time for TV again.
Well, I have to because that's the only way I can make any money. Yeah, I just did the 4400, which is a great show. Oh, wow. And right now I'm on Fashion House.
Very good.
On my network. Not your network, my network. No,
the brand new My Network, yes. We'll look for that. Tippi, thanks so much. Good luck, and let me know if that deadbeat musician pays up, okay?
Well, I will. Okay, thank you so much.
Tippi Hedren checking in with us as we kick off our show. Start with the celebs, right?
She does a lot of good work for those lions and tigers and ligers and everything that she has out there at her facility.
Makes you think differently about Michael Jackson, too.
Yeah, it does. I think everybody thought highly of him years ago, but I think his following is getting smaller and smaller.
He's not paying his bills.
No.
And when that's antique furniture, that's different than animals.
Exactly. You can't just throw them out like the trash, like yesterday's news, when you're tired.
Now, a very upstanding man in the community. Coming up next, Clive Pearse from HGTV. You're a big HGTV fan, and especially a Clive Pearse fan. Well, what is the appeal that you ladies have?
Well, he's got this adorable little face and the accent to go with it. You combine those, and that's just, there's the wow factor right there.
Well, he's coming up in just a couple of minutes. It is also the last weekend you have the chance to enter the Scoop Free Funniest Cat Name Contest. Yeah, it is cat name. Sorry, we get calls about that, but it's to win an automatic litter for your cat.
Yes, I don't think it'd be much use for your dog.
It's a Scoop-free automatic litter. They're awesome. We have 4 around the studio. It used to be Judy's responsibility to change the litters. No longer, huh? No,
I used to have to scoop them every day, and now I don't. And one of the best part is that I have one of them here in the studio, and if a cat uses it, the smell can be pretty strong, and I don't have to get up and scoop it every time because I know that it's going to automatically clean itself in just a matter of minutes.
If you'd like to sign up for this contest, head on over to animalradio.com and hit the pink icon, the scoop-free icon, and sign up there. Got to do it this weekend. Next weekend, we start a new contest. Think of your horrible horror stories with your cats.
Hopefully ones that had good endings.
Yeah, we'd prefer good endings. To win a scoop-free automatic litter, all the details at animalradio.com. Animal Radio is brought to you by Canine Caviar, holistic pet food containing human-grade protein, no fillers, and the highest digestibility of any pet food on the market. Visit them at www.caninecaviar.com. And check out their new venison grain-free diet. We'll be back with Clive Pearse right after this.
Animal Radio is brought to you by 1-800-LOST-DOG Pet ID Tag, the amazing pet ID tag with a national toll-free recovery hotline. Your pet's 24/7 lifeline for a fast and safe recovery. Don't delay. Protect your pet today by going to 1-800-LOST-DOG.com.
Fauna Sauna, natural heat for your pet's health. Use it to improve the health of a sick animal or provide warmth and comfort for healthy pets. Fauna Sauna, an alternative to heating pads or other heaters that can be unhealthy or unsafe. Fauna Sauna is an effective alternative to costly drugs. It relieves pain, stiffness, and skin problems such as hot spots and reduces stress and anxiety. Find out more at www.faunasauna.com.
Canine Caviar provides all-natural, holistic pet foods and treats that use human-grade or edible meats and grain. Canine Caviar foods do not contain the remnants of rendered animals or animal byproducts, preservatives, corn, or wheat. Nutrition is and always will be our number one priority. With your help, we can educate the public and help pets live happier, healthier, longer lives, free of problems from other foods. Canine Caviar, the natural way to pet nutrition. Visit caninecaviar.com to learn more.
It's a fact. Cats that don't use their litter box. That's the number one problem cat owners face. Precious Cat has invented the new Precious Cat Ultra Litter Attractant, the first litter attractant to specifically address this problem. Just mix it into a non-scented scoopable litter, and the scent naturally attracts your cat. Precious Cat Ultra Litter Attractant is guaranteed to bring your cat back to the litter box or your money back. Available in quality pet stores.
Just when you thought Pet Soup couldn't possibly add more great items to their product line, these guys come up with the Deluxe Series Designer Pet Mats, complementing any decor. Spilled food or kitty litter is easily swept away. The Designer Pet Mats from Pet Soup look great in your home, and they won't fade, crack, or peel. Call for a free catalog right now, 888-842-6804, or see them online at www.pet-soup.com. That's www.pet-soup.com.
Pet owners love to pamper their pets. That's why Pet Botanica offers a high-quality line of natural, botanical, and organic pet grooming and spa products to enhance pet health and well-being. There's even a pet laundry wash for your pet's clothing and bedding, free of harmful enzymes and bacteria that can irritate pet skin. Pet laundry wash removes dander, so it's great for allergic pet owners. Pet Botanica products are available through grocery stores, pet stores, and online at petbotanica.com.
1-800-LOST-DOG Pet ID Tag, the amazing pet ID tag with a national toll-free recovery hotline. Not just any tag, your pet's 24/7 lifeline for a fast and safe recovery. Amazing 98% recovery record and 2-hour recovery average. Anyone finding your pet simply calls 1-800-LOST-DOG to report your pet's ID number. Our friendly 24-hour staff collects the finder's information and quickly contacts you. Don't delay. Protect your pet today by going to 1-800-LOSTDOG.com.
I'm Victoria Jackson, and you're listening to Animal Radio.
Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio Network.
Boy, remember Victoria Jackson? A few weeks back.
She was so funny with her dog.
If you didn't get a chance to hear that interview, it's a keeper, and it's at our website, animalradio.com. Of course, everything's at our website at animalradio.com. Hi, Claudia.
Hi, how are you?
Doing very well. I understand that you've submitted a name for the Scoop Free Animal Radio.
I did.
First of all, what kind of animal is it?
She's a Siamese Himalayan Burman mix. She's a beautiful cat. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah. How old is she?
Well, when I adopted her about 7 years ago, she was 2.5. That's what they told me, but I'm not sure.
So for the last 7 years, you've been scooping poop out of the litter, huh?
Oh, and she's a big girl.
Yes.
Big poop.
And what's her name?
Flip E Flop.
Flip E Flop. That is very creative. How did you come up with Flippy Flop?
Well, Flip, when I got her, she was very friendly, and she would lay on her back and go from back one side of her back to the other side, just back and forth, back and forth. And I thought she was just being playful at first, but she was constantly doing it. And I called the vet, and the vet said, his first question was, is she fixed? And I said, yes. They told me she was fixed. And he said, I have a feeling she's not fixed. And I said, I said, why do you know that? And he said, well, she's a little, she wants a boyfriend.
Yes.
She wants a boyfriend. So that's why I named her Flippy Flop.
What actually happened? Did you go to the vet?
I went to the vet, and she needed to be fixed. Yep. They didn't know. I'm sure the shelter didn't know. I got her from a kill shelter in Bethany, Connecticut.
Good for you.
Yeah, they didn't know anything about her, and they had her for a long time. So beautiful cat. So I said, okay, instead of a kitten, I'll get a cat. She needs a home, and I love her. She's the best cat. She really is.
You did a great thing, of course.
Yep.
We've heard stories of this happening before, where actually animals have been neutered or spayed, especially in the spay case, I think it is, where sometimes the spay actually doesn't even take.
There might be residual, or that's what I was also told. It's possible, but he didn't see scarring, so he didn't think she was ever fixed at all.
So if your cat is flipping and flopping all around, sort of amorous like Claudia's, you might want to have that checked out. Well, we have your entry right here, and I'm going to put it back in for the big drawing here coming up in just a couple of days.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you so much.
Claudia, hold on for 1 second.
Sure.
Pet Solution RX, a revolutionary 100% natural first aid treatment for pets. Pet Solution RX is the miracle water that heals everything from hot spots to insect bites. Available at local pet stores or visit www.earthsbalance.com.
Dogs or cats, horse or emu, animals are people too. Matthew Harris, a researcher at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, has discovered chickens with something extra. Teeth! Lots of teeth. Some scientists believe that ancient genetic DNA tendencies can resurface after being dormant for years. Tooth growth in birds has been researched, debated, and often ridiculed for 200 years. Harris and his partner were researching a mutant strain of chickens who rarely survive when they discovered the teeth, which look a lot like baby teeth in alligators, which happen to be birds' closest living relative. Why these particular chickens develop teeth is unknown, but Harris says it's like finding gold in a bathroom. Or finding teeth in a chicken, I guess. I'm Britt Savage for Animal Radio. Animals are people too. Animal Radio.
You probably have no idea what it's like to be a hot, hairy dog with itchy skin. Oh, thank dog there's relief. Pet Solution RX, I'll always be loyal to you.
Instant relief for sensitive skin problems, hot spots, mange, insect bites, and more. 100% natural Pet Solution RX at earthsbalance.com.
Visit earthsbalance.com for my sake. Whoa.
Another fine product from the makers of Doggone It and Gee Whiz.
Animal Radio is brought to you by Precious Cat Ultra Litter Attractant, the first litter attractant to bring your cat back to the litter box or your money back. Great for multiple cat households. Available at quality pet stores.
Fido Friendly Magazine. Perhaps you can do without it, but for kibble's sake, think of your dog. At last, a voice for us traveling canines. Until now, few have taken mobile pooches seriously. After all, who appreciates warm shelter and a comfy bed more than a dog? Fido Friendly, the travel magazine for you and your dog. A quarterly guide to Fido-friendly accommodations in the United States and Canada. Because if Fido ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Subscribe at FidoFriendly.com. Your dog will thank you. Woof.
Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio Network.
Animal Radio is brought to you by... As I scramble for the paper. Studios on fire, studios on fire. It's the American Anti-Vivisection Society. Did you know your common everyday purchases can make a big difference for the animals? They can. Check it out. You can get this free, compassionate shopping guide by calling the American Anti-Vivisection Society at their toll-free number. It's all free. Get the guide. Help the animals. 1-800-SAY. AAVS. That's SAYAAVS. Or check out their website. Is Clive Pearse on line 1, I believe?
He is.
Clive.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, wow, great. Now, Clive Pearse joining us from HGTV and Design to Sell, as well as Design Star, and wow, just a lot of other things going on that no one ever knew, but they're going to know about in just a couple of minutes here.
Uh-oh.
How are you doing? I understand you're getting over a little battle of a cold or something.
Yes. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm British, so I get well quickly, and I decided to get well just in time for this. I'm thrilled to talk to you both. How are you doing?
Oh, absolutely wonderful. By the way, you're doing a fine job. You've been around for a while, but you're really just... first of all, the ladies here in the office, you know, you can have... We've had millions of celebrities on this week, but the one they all get excited about is Clive Pearse.
What an excellent start to an interview.
You know what?
I've always liked the ladies in the office.
I'm thinking of just changing my accent myself. I'm working late at night in the showers, working on that English accent.
Well, the scary thing is I've been in this country for 10 years. How long can I keep it up? It's going to disappear one of these days. So far, so good.
Yes, you don't want to lose it. You got to go back every once in a while just to pick it back up.
Yes, a little bit of a refresh.
Yes.
Well, I see you're working with, and I'll let you explain it because I'm not sure of all the details, but on a program that, I don't know if we'll see it soon on TV maybe, but it's called Rags to Riches, A Dog's Life. What is this about?
Well, actually, the title is now even more valuable, exciting, and thrilling. It's called Out of Control.
Oh, wow.
Because that's really what the project was about. My friends at schnuffy.com, which I think you should practice saying after three. 1, 2, 3. Schnuffy.
.com. I got the .com perfect.
Yes, you were perfect on the last bit. Schnuffy.com, a wonderful collection of very dear friends of mine and amazing people, all of them volunteers at the Burbank Animal Shelter here in California, doing just the most incredible thing on their own dime, on their own back, dashing off to Romania and really making a difference over there. There are very few of us, I think, who know a lot about Romania, right?
No, I certainly don't.
We think of, what do we think of? Dracula?
Yes.
Bad wine. Oops. Women gymnastics, I think, is another one that's
definitely
sprang to mind. But basically, there has been and still is such a terrible problem with stray dogs over in Romania.
Wow.
And this amazing group of people volunteered to go over with spay and neuter programs and primarily to make this documentary about so much that is wrong that is going on over there. It's a very small, a very poor country. It's been oppressed for a very long time. So they really wanted to go over there and experience firsthand what it's all about. And the good news is they're back. They've shot the entire documentary on high definition. It's being put together right now. And I'm hoping it's going to end up being seen in a very big way because it needs to be.
13 puppies come home too?
Yes, they're now California implants like me.
And
my bark is worse than my bite, but they're doing very well. And I mean, that's a small but amazing achievement. And I think change in an instant doesn't always work. I mean, sometimes change takes a lifetime. But I think it's really highlighting what has been going on and what they're doing.
Can I say
now, come on, say it properly, Judy.
Schnuffy. Has Schnuffy Productions done a lot of work with animals and dogs in the past?
Well, Ava Sipel, who is behind Schnuffy, who's been an absolute pioneer at the Burbank Animal Shelter, yes, has been working with animal welfare for such a long time. We go back a long time, and I've always, whenever I've been able to, help out at the Burbank Animal Shelter fundraisers. So this was a natural yes, that I would do anything I can to publicize it or get involved. And I think people talk about helping in their own backyard, which is very important. But to really travel the distance, and when you all, as I'm sure you will, see some of the footage that this group have taken, it's shocking, but it's shocking in a way that's going to make a difference. And one of their wonderful slogans is changing the world one dog at a time, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Is Schnuffy the name of a dog?
Probably. Not yet.
I see in the logo for Schnuffy there's a paw print. So,
a what?
A paw print.
Oh, I thought it was a make of dog. I thought it was a paw print. I thought you said, but it's a paw print. Yeah, I believe it must have been a dog, and I clocked the name some time ago. I think one of my next doggies will be a Schnuffy. Schnuffy.
What kind of animals do you have, or do you? Because I know you're traveling all the time, you're working all the time, and I know a lot of celebs don't have the opportunity to have animals, but some actually, in fact, we spoke to Adrian Samed a little earlier,
right,
who said the dog was actually on set with him where he was filming.
Yes.
Well, I have a small white creature that's very strange called Delia, who was adopted. I adopted her from a Glendale animal shelter some years ago. I saw her on TV, the very first pet that I've ever had, and I flicked over, probably from HGTV, to some other channel, and there was this creature looking at me, and the rest is history. She's a Chihuahua Dachshund. My mother thinks she's like a fruit bat as well. She'd look great hanging upside down in a tree, but wouldn't we all?
Yeah, really.
And she's very cute. There's always a dog that's on its way somewhere else, I think, that's hanging out at my place. So I think one of the great things I think about fostering or helping out with doggy adoptions is I think sometimes we can all say yes, we'll foster a dog for a short time and then we'll find a home. I think if more of us did that, there would be less in a dire situation. But Delia, who's always thinking, is completely fascinating. She doesn't go onto the set, by the way.
Not yet.
Her trailer wasn't big enough the first time that she went, so she's not having it.
Where does the name Delia come from?
Delia Smith, who's a cook in England.
Okay.
Now, did you grow up with pets?
Funnily enough, not really. I discovered the joy of animals late in life, and certainly only in America. I had 5 goldfish in the 80s, and they were all called Clive. It seemed the simplest thing to do.
Yes, sure.
So that's as far as I went. But I'm now all about the dogs, all about the animals. I get involved, as I mentioned, with Burbank, with Schnuffy, with Linda Blair, who I know you had on your show as well.
Yes, she's been on several times.
Yeah, so anything I can ever do, I always will.
Now, the English, do they love their animals differently? Do you find Americans are more crazy about their animals?
I've seen more extreme behavior. I was in a shopping mall the other day, and a lady was buying yet another costume for her dog, and her son was sort of embarrassed and red-faced and looking up to heaven like, please, no, we have so many of these. So I don't think we get quite so many costume doggies in England, but anybody that loves a dog is my friend.
Well, we just did a live broadcast last week from the Super Zoo in Las Vegas, and one of the things we noticed this year is a lot of clothing. People are really dressing up their animals, even matching clothing.
Yes, matching outfits.
What do you think about that? My dog would refuse to wear anything like that. She's naked and proud.
You'd think a Chihuahua was one of those little Chihuahuas that would love to get into a...
Well, she's a bit Chihuahua/mutt. That's where the fruit bat comes in. But but I don't know. There are some dogs I think that like it, and I don't know. Mine wouldn't, and I think some of them find it irritating.
Yeah, I think they probably love to be taken care of, mom taking care of them, but I don't know if I would want to be dressed up like a doll.
Not only was it...
Well, there's a challenge, Judy.
Yes, there you go.
There's something for Halloween.
Yes, there we go. Well, not only is it the clothing, but you saw a lot of the dogs wearing shoes.
Yes, you're right. And I mean, does the dog want to wear shoes? I don't know.
Yes, they walk and they pick their legs up as high as they can go.
Well, these are high-end shoes with the Tempur-Pedic memory foam.
Memory foam, and yes.
People are spending.
From Dr. Scholl to Dr. Woof, I think that could be a whole new line.
Now, you don't get your pet birthday cards or anything. You're not crazy like that.
No. But people think, I don't know why, people think that's what I would be doing, but not really. No, Delia's very normal, and I think she wouldn't approve of that kind of frivolity. She might be secretly British.
There you go. Clive Pearse joining us now. You working on anything on TV we should be watching or looking for here?
Well, the good news is that everybody's watching pretty much what I'm doing right now. I mean, the Design to Sell series has been a great success, and last week we went 5 nights a week, which has been amazing. It's also rather fascinating trying to make enough shows, by the way, to get them out on time. So I go to Chicago and Washington every month, and we're doing so many programs. It comes out about 78 shows per year.
Oh my God!
Wow.
So we are the HGTV sausage factory, making as many shows as we can. But it's a great show. I love it. I love the people. So it's been a wonderful hit, which is great. And then Design Star, which was really, an experiment for HGTV to put on a reality show. After so many channels have already done it.
Right.
But I think for those that have seen it, we all agree it was done in very good spirits. It was not a mean-spirited show.
No, it was very unique, yet it was a combination. It was the right recipe of all the other reality shows, the right amount put into a great program that the male demographic, could still really relate to.
We got you. And
you got me.
They were really after as many people, and I've had such a broad demographic come up to me ever since it aired, and it is exactly that. We're getting everybody watching, and I think that there was no bug eating, there was no backstabbing, and of course a reality show has to be gripping and exciting, but I think people realize that we are watching somebody's life change, and David Bromstad, who won, is about to literally have his life completely turned upside down. You cannot have your own show on HGTV and have life not change.
Oh, sure.
And you could say that from experience, right?
Well, it certainly changes things, I can tell you. And he's going to have a great time. And he has, as someone once said about me, he has quite a past ahead of him.
Well,
whatever that means.
You joined HGTV right on the cusp of it going from a very obtuse channel to obtuse is not the word that I'm looking for.
I used to call it the wallpaper channel.
Yeah, the wallpaper channel, but it's really
Seriously, I think it was very informative and people loved it, but the addition of so much entertainment infotainment has made it very watchable.
Yes, I'm a big fan. I would watch it 24/7 if they would let me around here. And actually, I drug Hal into watching Design Star, and he got hooked on it.
A lot of celebrities watch HGTV as well, by the way.
Like who? What are you finding out?
A little snippet during the airing of Design Star. We heard that The Office was FedExing episodes that were airing to Sarah Jessica Parker in Ireland because she had to go traveling and she couldn't stand to miss it.
She's got good taste.
She has excellent taste.
Yes, she does. Now, if you're ever looking to do anything in any other small cities and stuff, you're always welcome here in Kanab.
Oh, I don't. You know what? There's not a chance for this studio. I'll tell you.
Well, I've been going through Lisa Laporta's handbag recently. Who hasn't? And anything left over from the Design to Sell budgets I've been stealing. So I'll probably have a little extra. By the way, for those who do not get to be on Design to Sell, I should mention there's a fabulous book that recently came out.
What is it?
It's Design to Sell, the book. And it's available at Amazon, and it's a wonderful book, whether you're staying or selling, whether you're dwelling or selling. It's a really great read, and some people say pretty much at the end of every open house, the homeowners, I will hear, why didn't we live like this in the first place when we fixed up their homes? And so I think for those that are even not selling, the Design to Sell book really offers wonderful tips. It's written in a very fun way. And there's a great page of Lisa Laporta on a ladder on page 26, which is a very interesting moment in our photographic career. But it's a good book, so it's worth a look at.
Oh, good, because I've learned a lot of things just by watching the show. I've learned a lot of tips, and I got my poor husband doing all these, on a honey-do list of all these things I want to update.
Poor guy.
Because I'm going to do it while I live here. I'm not going to do it.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm going to do it now.
At least you're training him.
Very good. Clive Pearse joining us. I want to encourage those that have a chance to check out Schnuffy.
Schnuffy.com.
Schnuffy.com. That's spelled SCHNUFFIE.com. And remember, everything you've heard on today's show, links at animalradio.com. Clive, thanks so much for joining us.
And I say ClivePearse.com.
Oh, yes.
There really is one. I'm not just saying it because everything's .com, but
what are we going to find there? Are we going to find lots of pictures?
All sorts of goodies. You'll go log on and have fun.
The entire staff is already... Hey, listen, guys, the show's not even over yet. Come on, jeez. Clive Pearse joining us on Animal Radio.
Animal Radio is brought to you by Pet Soup, makers of premium quality mats and accessories for the pampered pet. Check out their new designer pet mats with matching litter trays. Call 888-842-6804 for a free catalog or visit www.pet-soup.com.
Oh, looks like you caught me peeking in your bathroom closet. Hi, I'm Be Humane, star of Be Humane Goes Shopping. Perhaps you've heard of me. You've got a lot of stuff that was tested on animals. Shampoo, cleaner, mascara. Did you know that some of these companies still test their products on animals? Throw this stuff out. You see, you have a choice when buying your household and cosmetic products. You can make a difference for animals by only buying cruelty-free products. What? How do you know these products are cruelty-free? Request a free compassionate shopping guide from AAVS. To know which companies are cruelty-free, just call 1-800-SAY-AAVS or visit www.aavs.org and look for my movie, Be Humane Goes Shopping. Don't forget, 1-800-SAY-AAVS or visit www.aavs.org.
Well, you've heard us talking about Get Serious, the pet stain odor and pheromone extractor for several months now, and how easily it removes carpet stains left from cat vomit. Now I want to talk to you about a problem dog owners face. It's called remarking. If your dog remarks, you might have thought about banishing him from the house, or worse, taking him to the shelter. You use other cleaners, but your dog keeps going back to the same spot. Don't blame your pet because you used a product that didn't get the job done. End the problem with Get Serious. The pheromones, they're something you can't smell. They draw them back to the same spot. Get Serious is the only product that totally extracts the pheromone so your pets won't be attracted back to Remark. Get Serious is recommended by rescue groups and veterinarians, and Get Serious keeps pets in homes and out of shelters. You can find Get Serious at PetSmart and in fine pet stores all over. Visit their website at GetSeriousProducts.com. Again, that's GetSeriousProducts.com.
We join our team investigating a mysterious malady afflicting beloved pets.
Dr. Boulder, what is it?
Strange, Sally. These cats and dogs, they're scratching everywhere.
What could be causing this, Boulder?
Upon closer inspection, I've found these...
Tennocephalites felis? The common flea?
Yes, millions of them.
No worry, these pets are saved. Xfleas.com specializes in flea and heartworm prevention. That's www.xfleas.com. The cure is out there.
Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio Network.
We have a message for our large Pennsylvania contingent, those listening, especially in Reading, on WEEU. By the way, we solicit this. If you have something going on in your town that's animal-related, we want to know about it. Head on over to animalradio.com. What's going on there in Reading, Pennsylvania?
I just got an email from Eastside Dave from WEEU Radio. He's a folk music singer, songwriter, and he hosts the weekly Mountain Folk radio and web show.
Oh, cool.
He's going to be performing a 1.5-hour free concert doing all critter songs for the third year in a row at Alvernia College's annual Blessing of the Animals.
Is there a website where you can learn more?
www.mountainfolk.com.
Voice of the Animal is brought to you by xfleas.com, your internet solution for flea control and heartworm prevention. Don't waste your time on over-the-counter flea control products. xfleas.com carries all major brands. Visit www.xfleas.com. The cure is out there.
Welcome to Voice of the Animal. Palomino, the golden horse with the ivory mane and tail, has the perfect coloring to qualify as a noble mythic steed. So indeed, mythic horses throughout the ages were often thought to be Palomino. Pegasus and his brother Chrysaor, which means golden sword, are often depicted as Palominos. The Renaissance artist Botticelli used Palominos as models for his paintings. The ancient art of Europe and Asia features Palominos, either being ridden by great heroes or galloping through fabulous kingdoms. That most mythic of talking television horses, Mr. Ed, was a Palomino. And the Palomino is not even a breed of horse, but a color of horse. And it is that color, that golden sheen of sunshine and silver, that has, for ages, captured the fancy of artists, storytellers, a queen, and a cowboy. The queen was Isabella of Spain, the monarch who pawned her royal jewelry to finance Columbus's voyage to a new world. Her Majesty loved Palominos. So fond of them was she that she commanded her 16th century knights to take her beloved golden horses with them on their Spanish galleons as they set across the ocean to conquer new lands in the search for gold of another form. But on one voyage, when black storm clouds threatened, the conquistadors cast the queen's precious golden horses into the sea. Surviving chronicles tell of the screams of the abandoned stallions and mares as they swam after the ships. To this day, those ocean straits are called the Horse Latitudes, after the doomed golden Palominos. The queen's legacy and love for her honey gold horses endures. Although the word Palomino comes from the Spanish meaning resembling a pale dove, to this day in Spain, horses of this color are called Isabellas, after Isabella and her love for the golden horse. Probably the most famous Palomino of all time was Trigger, the equine partner to the Hollywood cowboy Roy Rogers. Roy and Trigger appeared together in over 200 films and television shows in the golden age of movies and TV. Trigger was worth even more than Roy got paid in those early days. In fact, Trigger, who was originally named Golden Cloud, was worth so much that Roy had to purchase him on an installment plan, later noting that buying Trigger was the best investment he ever made. Roy first saw his beautiful horse being ridden by Olivia de Havilland in the 1938 movie The Adventures of Robin Hood. That movie had been on my TiVo for months, so when I discovered that fact, I decided to finally watch it. And whether the mount of Maid Marian or a cowboy, Trigger steals every scene. Known not only for his beauty, but also his gentle disposition, Trigger would often accompany Roy and Roy's wife Dale Evans to visit children in hospitals and orphanages. Known as the smartest horse of all time, Trigger even had his own comic book. Today, Trigger is forever immortalized as the star attraction in the Roy Rogers and Dale Evans Museum in Branson, Missouri. Given this Palomino's popularity, you can't help but wonder, could there even have been a Roy Rogers without Trigger? The Palomino Horse Breeders of America require registered Palominos to be the color of a newly minted gold coin. One wonders if Queen Isabella would be happy to know that 5 centuries later, her Palomino continues to maintain its association with gold currency and has remained precious in every age. Visit us on the World Wide Web at voiceoftheanimal.com.
God bless TiVo. And let's just say there's a lot more at animalradio.com. If you get a cat or a dog this week, please spay or neuter. We'll see you next week right here for more Animal Radio. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.